Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of the Consistent Performance Podcast. I want to hop on and share something with you guys. So, we had a live event over the weekend and was a client event, a live mastermind retreat that we had for our clients. We flew them out here to the island of Tenerife in the Canary Islands, and we were actually having an event from Thursday to Sunday, and some guys even Monday, who stayed here. And it was a super awesome event. I want to share with you what I learned from this live event. If you haven't checked the video yet, it's on my Facebook profile. There's a video pinned where you can see like a 2-minute teaser of what happened at our event. Super cool stuff. So we did a lot of cool things there. It was all about health. It was all about business. It was all about networking, combining the elements of performance, focus, energy, mindset, but also with awesome growth ideas and networking for your business. So all entrepreneurs, agency owners, e-commerce business owners at our event, all clients of ours of our consistent performance mentoring program. So there were a few crucial learnings that I had there. And the first one is being definitely the power of environment. If you are someone right now, you feel like, yeah, it's not going as forward as you want it in your business or even in your life in general, where you feel like, hey, there's so much room for improvement in my habits, in my health, in my energy, in my fitness, in my relationship. It's just you're playing small. And by playing small, I mean you're limiting yourself by the people you hang out with mostly. That's the big issue. If you were to surround yourself with people who are always working on their fitness and their health, you will also definitely massively increase your standards when it comes to this and improve those. Same thing to your relationships. We had a relationship roundtable at our event, and guys was just sharing, about things with their partner, with their wife, with their girlfriends, how they can improve the relationship and so on. And just by dedicating that time to it and by surrounding yourself with people who are also working on this and valuing this, you're growing massively. And chances are, if you're an entrepreneur, you are working from your office, you're working either from home or from some rented office or something, and you're isolating yourself way too much. You're not hanging out with enough high-level entrepreneurs that really level up your mindset and really level up what you think is possible. And that is one of the crucial learnings. We had some guys, they were not sure if they wanted to come. And then they also, for the dinners, we always had the girlfriends could come as well to the dinners, right, for awesome networking and so on. And they were also not sure if they should bring the girlfriend, for example, and the girlfriends were a bit shy and so on. And then after the event, they said like, dude, that was the best thing ever. They loved it so much. The food was amazing. Girlfriends were super happy. They felt super welcome, felt super inspired. And they joined our year-long mastermind offer and want to join more of those events. So this is the thing, like you have to take the step, you have to make the leap. Think about where can you surround yourself more with high-level entrepreneurs. It can even be in a local meetup in your city. You can host something like this even, right? If you don't have it, then of course seek out masterminds, seek out programs and where people help you, where people lift each other up. Can be online, but of course, live events and meeting people in person, it's the best because you cannot replace this. The friendships you build, the conversations you have, and just things that help you level up. So the power of environment. Closely connected to this is another learning, is still the learning of putting yourself out there, being vulnerable and sharing. We had a couple of guys who shared some really deep things and some things that they really uncomfortable with. It was super heartbreaking, super emotional. But this is how you really feel better afterwards. This is really how you bond with other people. And this is really how you make progress in your life by really saying, okay, this is something I'm not proud of. This is something maybe is holding me back. And this is something I'm going to work on, right? And by processing it through talking about it or simply by getting help from others. Super important, being vulnerable, sharing, not putting on a mask. We all need to work on this for sure. We all want to be seen as like the perfect dude, has it all together, but nobody of us is perfect. You, me, we all have problems. It's not the shiny facade that you see on social media. Here, cool with my little office here, or everything looks super cool. No, like I am also one of the guys, like I told the other guys, I'm also having lots of things to improve. For example, for me, posture and pain with my shoulder and so on. I've been working on this for a long time. It's something I'm not proud of, right? That this still is taking so long. I'm working with a lot of coaches and so on. But everybody has things they're working on that are not going so well. And that is super important, that you also see, hey, we all have this. We all have even sometimes imposter syndrome when you're surrounded by really big guys, for example. It's all super normal. And this really makes it so relatable if you surround yourself by high level people and by other guys that share the same thing. So that's super important. The other thing is what we seen is also that you just take time off for yourself. Everybody who came to the mastermind event, you have to imagine we had some guys who run really big e-commerce businesses, and they, even in the meantime, they had to chat with their team sometimes in between, because you know how it is, right? Sometimes you have so much stuff going on, and the business demands your attention. But still, they were able to take some time off, enjoy the amazing location we had, enjoy the amazing weather, enjoy the activities we did together, and really come back recharged. And that is something you should think about. If you're not regularly having time off scheduled, you're missing out. If you only wait to take time off until the next burnout comes, well, that's super, super stupid. Because it's the same like waiting until your car starts to have problems until you bring it to the gas station, or until you bring it to service to make sure everything is going fine. That's the same thing. You need to take time off, and not like, oh, working is bad. No, working is amazing. We want you to work. We want you to execute and achieve big things. But it's just like an athlete. An athlete is also not training all day. No, he still has time for recovery. He has time for massages, time for good food, because mental game is super important, because he knows that he can only perform at its best if he takes that time for recharging and recovery. And that's the same thing for you as a business owner. Take that time off, and in best case, have it scheduled. The cool thing about our mastermind, for example, is we say, hey, we have around 3 live events every year. So that is already a nice retreat for everybody that's scheduled in. And then on top of that, you can also schedule in, for example, monthly, you take a whole weekend off, right? A little reward, go to a spa or something like this, do something out of the ordinary. And that also, brings some excitement back, and always make sure that you're on fire when it comes to getting back on track and recharging and motivation. Okay. Apart from this, super learnings we had is that everything is relatable in business. There's nothing that others haven't seen or heard of. It's always comes back to mindset challenges. It always comes back to, is this a challenge, or is this a gift that you see? So what do I mean by this? Do you see this rather as something that is holding you back, any problem that happens in your business? Or is it something that you see it as an opportunity, as a gift that you can grow from? We talked about this. I learned this from the Positive Intelligence book, where they discuss things like the 3 gift technique, where they say anything that happens to you, there's 3 gifts that you can gain from it. The first is the gift of knowledge, the second one, the gift of power, and the third, the gift of inspiration. And the question is like this: when a bad thing happens in your business, or some setback or whatever, ask yourself, what gift can I get in terms of knowledge from this, what's happening, so that the next time I'm making even more money from this, or it was a gift that this even happened. So let's say you lost some money because of something. And then you ask yourself, what knowledge do I need to gain for this to be actually amazing, so that I make more money back in return? And then the same thing with gift of power. What skills or traits or power do I need to gain for this thing happening to be a gift, and to be coming back in better ways, tenfold in the future? And what inspiration, what kind of inspiration can I gain for this, to take something inspiring or something motivating out of this and maybe make a big change in the world, inspiring others. When you had a setback, for example, something bad happened to you in your life. There's this guy who lost his arms and legs, but he uses this inspiration to inspire people to fulfill their dreams, right? That's a growth mindset. That's an attitude. That's an entrepreneur mindset that we need. And so the biggest takeaway is that in the end, it's all about your mindset, how you approach problems. Plus, do you allow yourself to be held back by mental saboteurs? That's also something we were diving into in one of our workshops. There's different saboteurs that hold everybody of us back. Everybody has different saboteurs. And their art is really identifying those, labeling those when they come up, and therefore step-by-step dissolving those. Everybody has those in different shapes or form. And that's why business in a big sense is a mindset game. It's a consistency game, it's a persistence game, and it's a mindset game. And that's why it's super important that you are aware what are the things that are holding you back and consistently work on this. And that's why, to summarize, your environment is what determines if you are consistently working on those things. Because the environment is the one who shapes your behavior. If you're surrounding yourself with people who don't work on this consistently, who don't talk about this, you're also less likely to do it consistently and to stick to it and view things that you've never seen before. That's why the king is mindset and environment. That is huge. That is the biggest one. And that's why it's important that you make sure you surround yourself with people that strive towards a similar mindset, that strive towards the same results, or even are already at that result that you want to get to. So they expand your mindset. We had some people at our event that are quite big in business, 7, 8 figures in different types of businesses. And this is something which expands your mindset when you're at a higher level and allows you to get inspiration for yourself and just realize, you have so much more than you think you can do. So much more potential left in the tank. All right. Hope that was helpful for you guys. If you want to learn more about our events, there's a video. I posted it on the Facebook page. And we also have a longer video. I'll link this somewhere. Or if you want this, just hit me up on Facebook. 12-minute video about a little documentary about the event. Super fun stuff. Everything we did. We did like ice bathing and Wim Hof breathing and like hikes at the beach and like super awesome stuff. Of course, this is if that's interesting for you, let me know. I can send you some info. I have to say it's for clients only right now. So the first step for you would be to check out our offer, our consistent performance mentoring program. Check that out by going to kilianmarkert.com. The link is in the description. And there you can apply for a free discovery call where we can help you in our program to master your daily performance so you can scale your business the most efficient way possible without burning yourself out or sacrificing your health or time outside of business. Okay, so check that out, and then I'll see you on the next episode.